to many individuals, your come up, your comeback was completely unexpected, completely blindsided them. But for you, it was bound to take place. Welcome to the Mindset Elevator, everybody. I hope you guys are feeling fine. Keep going up. Up is the only way. I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for the ongoing support of the Mindset Elevator. It's all about going up and getting to that penthouse where we could see everything, where we could feel everything. We could feel proud of ourselves, proud of our accomplishments, no matter what was against us. I'm telling you, up is the way to go for all of us. Let's pray for that. Let's pray for our continued direction of forward movement, okay? Listen, a lot of people, they're thinking that you were done for. A lot of people were thinking that you were done. A lot of people either thought that they ended you or that whatever you were dealing with, whatever you were about to do is not going to really, it was never going to turn around for you. Maybe your living situation, your relationship situation. I mean, a lot of people saw that maybe you were sinking, people maybe felt that you were drowning in your problems and feeling like the weight of the world was on your shoulders and you were never going to be able to bounce back and come back solid, come back with a tough spine. But lo and behold, that's exactly what took place. And it's something to where a lot of people even feel like it's unfathomable that this could even be the result here. It's unfathomable that you came back in the way that you did. And congratulations for never giving up, because I know a lot of times, we feel like giving up. We feel like just letting it go, just be like, you know what? What's the point? Everything I do is a roadblock. Everything I do, it's a dead end, right? So what's the point of trying? What's the point of continuing? But you didn't have that mindset because you trusted in something higher than yourself. You knew that your situation was going to turn around. And so a lot of people, I'm telling you, misery loves company. When people are miserable and they see that you're miserable as well, they feel like they're a little bit higher. They feel a little bit better because they're not miserable by themselves, right? So when people see that you're coming back, when people see that you made a comeback that is very shocking, very solid, very concrete, it's almost like your mind has transformed. You're not that person in that victimhood mentality where you're kind of feeling like, well, I'm always going to be low. I'm always going to be stuck. I'm always going to be lacking. That mindset has completely been abolished. And now you're kind of in this energy where you're popping out. You're stepping out and you've transformed your mindset. You've transformed the way you live life. You transformed the way you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself and how you move, the moves that you make, completely different. Your comeback is like, what? A lot of people are going to be looking at you like they don't know you, but they've known you your whole life. You're going to be looking brand new to people who, just last week or just last month, just last year, they saw you down here, and maybe you could agree that maybe you were down here. Maybe you were really feeling like low, feeling like my situation is just really against me, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of this mud pile, but you did. You did. And now you're at the point where when you're popping out and stepping out, don't really expect too much praise right off the bat. Because a lot of people, like I said, misery loves company. A lot of people are going to be jilted, feeling upset that you're popping out and you're not miserable anymore. You're not angry anymore. You're not sad anymore, not depressed, not filled with anxiety anymore. Because you've been lifted. That's been lifted off of you because you did the work, and because you love yourself and you love life as well. People who lose the zest for life, people who lose the zest for, just living their best life, are the people who are not going to be willing to do the work. They're going to be less inclined to try harder in life because they don't see the point. They don't see the reason. A lot of people, that's the recipe for disaster. When you start losing hope, when you start losing faith, when you start thinking your situation is dire and it's going to stay that way no matter what you do, this is when you start to go on a decline, a mental decline especially. Everything is in the mind. So when you start going down mentally, everything around you will follow suit very quickly. And so because this didn't happen to you, maybe you were sad for a while, anxious, paranoid, suspicious, worried, concerned, feeling really low about your situation, you did not lose hope. You still saw the beauty in every day. You still saw a reason to get up and keep it moving. Even when you felt like, maybe getting up is I'm gonna see, I'm gonna have to deal with things I don't want to deal. I'm gonna have to see people I don't want to see. I'm gonna have to do things I don't want to do just to stay afloat. But maybe now your mindset has changed. Maybe now your situation has changed. And so now you're in this sort of like new transformed vibe. When you walk with your head high now, people don't remember that about you. They remember when you used to be a yes man or a yes woman, when you would beg for help, beg for assistance, when people would gloat, they're acting like they gave you a leg up in life, and it's like those days are gone. That ship has sailed now. Now you're the type of person where people feel like it's really unfathomable that you are in this new kind of spirit where you have a hop to your step. You're smiling more, you're shining more. Why? Because your comeback wasn't expected here. Your comeback is something that, makes a lot of people feel uneasy. Misery loves company. People like when you're miserable, right with them. They like when you're sad, right with them, And so it's no wonder why these people, they have a hard time getting on the train to reform. A lot of people, it's so sad that they're so stuck in their misery. Instead of trying to fix their situation, they just try to get other people to join the misery train. And so it's like a bunch of miserable people on a road to nowhere, on the track to nowhere. And it's really, really, really sad. It's disheartening. Honestly, it really is. To see a bunch of hate-filled people, angry people, sad people, paranoid, suspicious people on this train, going nowhere fast. And hoping that anybody comes along for the ride, making multiple stops, trying to see who they can trouble, who they could, get riled up. And it's like everybody's staying miserable and not transforming, not elevating fast enough. But you didn't hop on that train. You're on a whole different track, and you're not about to be derailed here from where you're supposed to go and from your purpose now, because you're the type of person where it's like your comeback is not to be messed up with. Your comeback is a way for you to show and prove to yourself, not to nobody out here. Maybe that's how you used to be, but not anymore. You're not trying to prove nothing to nobody except for yourself. Knowing that in this time of solitude, in this time of self-reflection, in this time for inner healing, you learned about yourself and you learned about exactly what you needed to do to get things done. Now when you're popping out and this comeback is here, you're here and you're different now. Understand that nobody's going to compromise this for you now. It could be a bunch of miserable people calling your phone down, trying to get you around, trying to get you down because they see you now. They see that you're in a different spirit now. They're going to try to do things that are going to try to get you back on that misery train. Don't hop on that train. You stay focused. Your comeback is unfathomable because people are so used to the drama. People are so used to the sadness, to the sadness of it all. It's very melancholy. It's very low vibration. People are used to that. So used to that, they feel like that's just their life. That's what it's going to be. So they feel like you should follow suit or you'd have the same mindset, but you don't. Listen, your comeback is fantastic. And congratulations to you for coming back, for staying solid. Congratulate yourself. Work on yourself and work on your crafts, and do not even think for a second that all these people out here are going to jump on your train and congratulate you and hail you up and big you up and even say, just simple words like good job. No, you got to do it for yourself. You got to do it for yourself. You got to congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back for a good day's work, good week's work, good month's work. Keep working on yourself. Never stop working on yourself. There's so much more you can do. With this new comeback that you're in, this new unfathomable, unexpected sort of return that you have here, that you're in now, where you're transformed to a way where anybody who even tries, anybody who even thinks about it is really sabotaging themselves. If they think that they're going to mess with you in this season, it's not going to work. Try to compromise and tamper with your future, it's over for them. They're going to be the ones under judgment if they ever try to come up to this new transformed spirit that you possess now. So listen, I'm telling you, as unfathomable and as shocking and as startling as your comeback, your come up seems, stay humble, stay rested, work and rest. There has to be a balance. There has to be an equilibrium here. Keep going to the places you want to go, keep working on yourself, and never, ever, ever stop working on yourself. Never stop loving on yourself. Never stop healing yourself. Never stop growing yourself and elevating. All right, everybody, you deserve to be at the top no matter what anybody says out here. No matter if people try to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, you've changed. You've changed, right? A lot of people will say that, yeah, because they're in the same spot. And of course, when people are in the same spot and they see you not, they're going to say you changed. They're not changing enough. They're not working hard enough, but you know where you're going. You know what you want to do. Stay doing that, everybody. Thank you so very much for hopping on the Mindset Elevator. I hope you guys have been feeling wonderful. Let me know how your comeback has been. Let me know that if you feel like you're en route to your comeback, what sort of things are you doing now differently that you weren't doing in the past that is bolstering up your comeback, bolstering up your come up? What are the certain things that you're doing now that's elevating yourself to where maybe before you weren't doing it? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Feel free to share your thoughts. Thank you guys so very much. I love you guys all very much. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. Bye.